Hi guys, my name's JB, also known as ZombiGBBQ. This is my first ever video, so apologies if I'm a little bit, I don't know, nervous. Is nervous the right way of saying it? Because you just don't know how these things are going to come across sometimes. So this is my first ever SuperCard video, actually my first video on YouTube in a hell of a long time. So the idea with this is that we can hopefully make something successful. If it's not successful and she actually sucks, I'll stick to going on Twitch. But in the relatively short time I've been doing Twitch, I've got a lot of subscribers, in my opinion anyway, and quite a few views. So, hey, everyone keeps saying, do you have YouTube? So, this is my first pilot episode as such. So we've got this episode number 1. This you're going to see in front of you is my current setup. I'm using OBS and BlueStacks to be able to play all of this together. Eventually I'm looking to actually build on the software I've got and use other software potentially and actually edit videos to make it a little bit more interesting for the average Joe to come and have a look. Otherwise I'm imagining just the people who play the game will want to come and have a look and see what my deck is. So we are coming towards the end of a Road to Glory. John Cena's Road to Glory, in fact. I finished mine on the first day. I wanted to get it done out of the way because I had a busy weekend coming up. So I decided to go all out and actually got it done in about 6 hours, I think. I was beaten, unfortunately, by Patches. Yeah, that stings. I'm only joking, Patches have got a much better deck than I have. Even with the Fusion Pros I do have, Patches' deck is far better. So, on that point, let's start, because Road to Glory is my favourite mode. Exhibition is just grind, and just constantly grind. And King of the Ring is just give me as many rewards as you can, because I need as many survivor cards as possible. With fusion cards, it's becoming a little bit redundant. It's more of like a give me epics, give me a survivor and a legendary, and a lot of people are just kind of throwing the final matches, like I have done a few times, just to get extra legendary support. It just helps. So first of all, we got the Road to Glory. Into my deck, and you can see I've got, I'd say, a pretty good deck. I managed to get through this entire Road to Glory without having to worry about any +3 or +1 matches. I was literally just sat going through +5s the entire way, even with the Brian and the Reigns at the top not being high leveled, and I also at the time also had Sting not highly leveled at all. So currently I have Fusion Cena and Ambrose. Ambrose currently is the best card in the game by a measly 2 points. And new Cena, Sting, Blue Tista, or as I now refer to him, Drax, because he's off the Guardians of the Galaxy. Roman Regions, I don't know how he got that name. I think it's Gavin DX Mania or something. Did that. And Barrett. This HBK is going to get pro'd very soon as I've got the second card up. Sting is going to get pro'd very soon. Used Mizdow, Stardust, who are both partially leveled, and 2 fully leveled Sheamuses to completely revamp my squad. And after RTG I finished, I just got rid of them and started from scratch, and now I've got all these new awesome cards I'm going to be able to use that are far better. Trips over here, you've got Rey Mysterio, Booker, RVD, and Jimmy Uso. The reason I'm kept Jimmy Uso, because I have had an opportunity to actually use it for other cards. For example, Yokozuna, I had pros off. Daniel Bryan, I've had pros off. Randy Orton, I've had pros off. But they're not left arrows, and I need left arrows because of what you can see at the top there. There's no left arrow pros from Road to Glory. You can only get them through PCC at the moment, which needs to change. Strongest part of my deck by far is the Divas. Got 2 left-sided Divas matched with the 2 right-sided Fusion, and also you've got Nikki Bella RTG on the right-hand side. As you can see down the bottom, 2 supports. These are just vital. These Freddy Blassies, they help so much. And it's so rare to find a deck that can actually beat you if you've got the same cards, because even if they've got the +50 power, +50 speed, or anything else like that, it's so difficult. So I can't play any more RTG action, so I lost my first match of the King of the Ring. That's probably because he's completely leveled his guys up to the max. I didn't actually level my guys up, and well, he's obviously beaten me as a result. I did boost because I've currently got too many. I had actually had too many, and I was actually overflowing. Now what I'm going to do is now I've got some other games. Here's my next game. My next game. No point. Next game's going to be against Lucas Radaby, I think. I swear it's a bot, but hey. Just going to move Bad News Barrett into there. Put an energy card on in Ambrose and on Nikki. So the next thing I'm going to do is just do a little bit of gameplay. And the idea behind the gameplay is just to show you how my deck works. And at the moment I'm running an Ambrose, a Reigns, new Cena, Fusion Cena, and Nikki Bella. So I've actually got quite a good selection here. Wolf is one of the hardest people to beat at the moment. He's got 3 Fusion Pros. He doesn't have the Fusion Pro Diva though, I don't think. So we're just going to start off by going through these. We have a couple of matches. I'll end the recording and then see what the reaction is I get. So we're going to start off, and I think I'm going to lose this one straight away because it's going to go for toughness, and I know he's got Reigns. So I'm actually going to give this match away. Go with John Cena because he's my weak link at the moment in terms of most stats other than charisma. We know that power and speed is going to be something that is going to be strong in my deck because I've got Ambrose. I'm going to go for the Diva, and I'm going to win because I've got the Blassie card on. So the Pulse, going to be a toughness boost. Too many toughness boosts. And AJ Lee. Moving on to the next one, just going to Geordie. And we're going to use speed, which is obviously is going to be Ambrose. Power and charisma, well, there's no choice. It's going to be Cena because he's got the best in-game stats for both, I think. Maybe Daniel Bryan's got better charisma. I haven't seen Daniel Bryan's card properly. I haven't looked at it properly. I just kind of go and beat them and then go on there. But anyone who's got a Cena or a Bryan Survivor Pro, you must be pissed because there needs to be a left arrow soon. Unless you're lucky enough to have the left arrow, either the Rock or the card that Autographs has, which is the Tito Santana, you're pretty much screwed. You can't do anything. You're kind of stuck as it is. Another tag match. Easily won. Power, which is one of the best stats that Nikki Bella has, but obviously the stats are so close. I think too close. They need to really differentiate the stats soon with these cards. Hopefully another RTG or a PCC Diva comes along. Maybe Game Dad will finally listen to the people and improve the stats on that. I think it'd be more of a problem when more people have the card. Okay, so we're going to have another couple of matches, and I'm going to end the stream there. And obviously see what the reaction is that I get. Another charisma match. Obviously, it's going to be John Cena. An easily won match, but actually, no, may not be easy because have a look. No, actually won by Goldust and Sting, but hey, won anyway. Couple of commons, nothing great. 2 more games. Lost to Nikki Bella again. Again, this is the issue you have, unfortunately, with the Diva. It's sometimes pointless. Unless you get power and toughness, or power or toughness, you're kind of screwed in terms of stats. All she has to do is activate the special, and then it's done. Unless you've got a card that can go against it. So one more. Let's go for Rubio. And yep, easy win. It's the best in speed at the moment. There's no real speed demon who operates on the RTG cards. I even say Tashi technically for the Tito Santana's fast, but he's not special. He's not got like a 4-3 speed, kind of like the Rock and Sting have for their charisma. A couple of cards, nothing awesome, but we'll end that there. Okay, so I'm grinding at the moment because I do have 2 Daniel Bryans, 2 Shawn Michaels, and 2 Stings I need to get up leveled before the next Road to Glory. So what I'm going to do is just combine a couple of cards together, feed them. Copyright wasn't an issue. I'd be playing Feed Me More for Ryback there. And Luke Harper, one of the worst cards in the game by far. Let's feed this across to Daniel Debry, or Daniel Bryan, whichever you want to call him. I can actually get it. Okay. And yeah, that'll be it. So I'm just going to level up Daniel Bryan, and then that's going to be it. So if you like what you see, subscribe. If you don't, obviously tell me. I'm open to criticism. Obviously leave your thoughts in regards to whether you think that the Diva card should actually be boosted, whether you actually think at the moment with only one other Diva card available they should keep it as is, and fingers crossed, this isn't the first and only stream I do, but it goes to YouTube, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.